Welcome to another TOEFL listening practice video. In this video, you will listen to a lecture, answer some questions about it, review the correct answers and explanations. Don't forget to subscribe for more TOEFL listening practice.
Today, we will explore the differences between learning disabilities and learning disorders. This topic is particularly significant in educational and psychological contexts because understanding these terms helps educators, parents, and mental health professionals identify and support individuals who struggle with learning. While the terms learning disabilities and learning disorders are often used interchangeably, they have distinct meanings, implications, and impacts on individuals. Learning disabilities are disorders that affect the brain's ability to process, store, and use information, impacting cognitive functions like reading, writing, mathematics, and reasoning. According to the National Center for Learning Disabilities, they hinder the understanding or use of spoken written language and mathematical calculations. Common types include dyslexia, characterized by difficulty in recognizing and decoding words, affecting reading fluency and comprehension. Dysgraphia, which impacts writing legibility and coherence, often due to fine motor skill issues. And dyscalculia, a math disorder that involves difficulty with numbers and calculations. Now let's contrast that with learning disorders. Learning disorders encompass a wider range of issues affecting an individual's ability to learn, including emotional and behavioral problems that are not solely neurological. These conditions may arise from environmental, psychological, or situational factors. For instance, attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, affects learning by impacting attention, impulse control, and organization, though it is not classified as a learning disability. Similarly, anxiety disorders can hinder concentration and information retention, while autism spectrum disorder, ASD, may lead to challenges in communication and social interaction, resulting in specific learning difficulties. Let's explore the key differences between learning disabilities and learning disorders. Learning disabilities are primarily neurological and often lifelong, originating from how the brain processes information. In contrast, learning disorders can arise from a mix of neurological, psychological, and environmental factors, including emotional and behavioral issues. Next, let's discuss the impact on learning. Individuals with learning disabilities typically have specific deficits in academic skills, such as reading or mathematics, despite having average or even above average intelligence. They may struggle in particular areas but can excel in others. In contrast, individuals with learning disorders may face broader challenges that encompass both cognitive and emotional difficulties, impacting their overall ability to learn and perform academically. When it comes to diagnosis and evaluation, diagnosing a learning disability often involves a comprehensive assessment that includes cognitive testing and evaluations of academic performance. Educational assessments may reveal discrepancies between a person's intellectual capabilities and their actual academic achievements. Conversely, diagnosing a learning disorder may involve psychological evaluations, observations, and assessments of emotional and behavioral functioning. This process may include screenings for anxiety or attention issues that could affect learning. The approach to intervention also differs between the two. Interventions for learning disabilities typically focus on targeted instructional strategies that are tailored to the individual's specific learning needs. This might include specialized tutoring, educational therapy, or accommodations in the classroom. In contrast, interventions for learning disorders may take a broader approach that includes counseling, behavioral therapy, and support for emotional well-being, alongside academic interventions. Understanding these distinctions is essential for educators. By identifying a student's challenges, teachers can provide appropriate support. For instance, a student with dyslexia may need specialized reading instruction, while a student with ADHD might benefit from strategies that improve focus and organization. Creating an inclusive environment that accommodates diverse learning needs can enhance outcomes for all students. Teachers can use differentiated instruction to address each student's unique learning profile. Let's not forget the vital role parents play in supporting their children with learning disabilities or disorders. Early identification and intervention can significantly impact a child's academic journey. Parents can advocate for their children by seeking assessments and services, collaborating with educators, and providing a supportive home environment. Support systems, including tutors, special education teachers, and mental health professionals, also contribute to addressing these learning challenges. By collaborating with these professionals, parents and educators can develop effective strategies to support students' learning needs. In conclusion, while the terms learning disabilities and learning disorders are often used interchangeably, they represent distinct concepts with different implications for individuals and educational practices. Learning disabilities are primarily neurological conditions that affect specific academic skills, while learning disorders encompass a broader range of challenges, including emotional and behavioral issues. By understanding these differences, educators, parents, and mental health professionals can work together to provide the necessary support for individuals facing these challenges.
1. According to the lecture, what is a defining characteristic of learning disabilities? 2. In the lecture, which of the following conditions is cited as a specific example of a learning disability? 3. What key difference between learning disabilities and learning disorders is highlighted in the lecture? 4. Which intervention strategy is discussed in the lecture as effective for students with learning disabilities? 5. According to the lecture, how does early identification of learning disabilities influence a child's academic trajectory? 6. What can be inferred about the role of parents in supporting children with learning disabilities or disorders based on the lecture?